Akin Goes to School, Chapter 9. Akoka builds a school. The day after prize giving day was the end of term. Akin and Dele, together with all the other leavers, spent the morning sweeping their classroom and tidying the compound. Their task was made light by the fact that afterwards there would be a party for all school leavers, for which they had all made contributions. So they sang as they worked, "Holiday is coming, holiday is coming, no more morning bell, no more teachers whip, teachers goodbye, scholars goodbye, for I am going home, my jolly holiday, my jolly holiday." For Akin and Dele, the next day would be indeed mark the beginning of the Christmas holiday before they started grammar school. But for most of the leavers who had failed to get places in the grammar school, there would be no holiday. Instead, they would be looking for jobs as clerks, messenger, pulpit teachers, and or letter writers. Although the other boys envied Akin because of his place in the grammar school, he in turn could not help feeling a little jealous of them. They would soon be like grown-ups, earning their own money, wearing what they wish, while they would still be in cap and shorts with not a kobo in his pocket. Some of them would even have bicycles. The long holiday seemed to stretch before him like an eternity. There would be nothing to do except help his father on the farm, which he hated doing. He did not even have a list of books to read for his new school, so he would have no excuse not to help his father. Akin was very envious of Dele, who had been invited by his father's younger brother to stay with him in Ibadan during the holiday. "You are lucky, Dele, going to the big city. You will be able to go to the cinema and the big shops and all other places we've heard about, but not seen. I do wish I could go with you," Akin said. "I wish so too," Dele replied. "It would be such fun to be there together. But Uncle Jid is only a clerk in a shop, and he has a large family and a very small house with only 2 rooms, so he would find it difficult to feed and lodge us both. But I won't be in Ibadan all the holiday. I will come and see you in Akoka when I get back." The school bell interrupted them. A great cheer went up from the boys. This was the real end of term. No more work, just like the leavers' party. They rushed to the dining shed and gabbled at the fine spread of the teachers had laid out for them. There was rice and stew, dodo, some biscuits and akara balls to eat and crawler to drink. Akin and Dele ate so much at the party that when they got back home, neither could eat much of the delicious farewell lunch Mrs. Komalafe had cooked for Akin. He wasn't even tempted by the French snails, which was one of his favorite dishes. After lunch, it was time for Akin to leave for Akoka. With tears in his eyes, Akin prostrated before Mrs. Komalafe, saying, "Thank you, Mama, for looking after me all these years. I shall miss you very much. May God bless you always, Ma." Mama Dele was deeply touched. "Get up, Akin. You have been a good boy here. We have all loved having you with us. You've been like a second boy to me, and you used your time well here. I'm sure your father will be very proud of you." Akin wiped his eyes with the back of his hand. "Now come, Dele, there's no need to be sad. We shall see each other again soon. Now you must be on your way to Akoka. It's getting late." Akin set off with Dele, who accompanied him to the edge of the town, carrying his box for him. They shook hands, and Dele then placed the box on Akin's head. "Goodbye, Akin. See you when I get back from Ibadan," Dele shouted as he turned back home. "I will tell you all about it then." Akin met with some farmers and their children who were walking along the road to Akoka. He joined in the children singing and so forgot his sadness and even the weight of his box. Outside Akoka, Ojo was hiding behind a tree, waiting for Akin to arrive. As soon as he spied him, he rushed back home without Akin seeing him. So when Akin arrived at his compound, everyone was outside to greet him before he could proceed before his mother. He had seized him in her arms, hugged him close to her. Little Ojo was dancing around shouting, "Welcome back, Akin, my brother is home." At last, the excited crowd, which had been increased by people from neighboring compounds, broke up and Akin entered his room. His mother saw that he was very tired and told him to go to his room to lie down. "You get some rest before your father returns from the farm. Then we'll all eat your favorite bushmeat stew, which I've prepared to welcome you." But it was some time before Akin could get to his room, for brother Ojo kept pestering him with questions after school. After resting, Akin got up and took his bath. He had just finished dressing when Farmer Shegun entered the compound carrying some fine yams. Akin proceeded before his father, who greeted him and asked, "How is Mama Dele, and how are Dele and his sister? They really took care of you. See how tall you've grown." Then he touched Akin's ear, for there was superstition in Akoko that if you did not, the person about whose stature you have remarked would stop growing. "Now, how did you fare with your studies?" Akin told his father he had passed talk of the car. Excellent, so now you can come home and be the village letter writer. I've got a plot of land you can farm to. It will be good to have you at home with us again. But father, I've been given a scholarship to go to the school at Ode, and if I do well there, I may even be able to get to University College of Ibadan like Reverend Adejobi. Akin noticed his father frowning and hurriedly added, "It's alright, father, it won't cost you anything. The scholarship covers all the fees and bills." Farmer Shegun was silent for a while, and Akin began to fear that he might be about to forbid him to go to the grammar school. Well, that's good news, Akin. Though I must say your mother and I were hoping to have you with us from now on. But you have done well. I am proud of you. Now let us eat. Akin glowed with happiness as he followed his father to supper. After they had finished eating, Farmer Shegun told Akin he must go to bed early because he needed his assistance next morning. Tomorrow the elders are meeting with the Bale about arrangement for his Odun Oba festival. I want you to come to the meeting with me. Now, good night. What could his father want him to for at the meeting of the elders? Akin wondered before he went to sleep. Next morning, Akin went with his father to the Bale's Afin. Immediately after the town criers had rung his bell to inform everyone that the Bale was already ready to receive the elders of the village. The Bale, who was a very old man, welcomed everyone to his compound. Then he began discussing the plans of the festival. When everyone had agreed on what they should do, the Bale said, "Before you all leave, Farmer Shegun has something he wishes to discuss with us all. I believe what he has to say may be of benefit to us all." Farmer Shegun stood up, took off his cap, and prostrated before the Bale. "Kabiyesi, I want to suggest to everyone here that now is the time for you to send your children to school. You all know that when my Akin here, pointing at Akin who was sitting behind him, ran away to school, I was very angry. I wanted to stop him from going. I was persuaded first by Reverend Adejobi and the late Mr. Komolafe to let him stay in school. I have never regretted that decision for him to go to school. You all know that I would have lost my son if it had not been for the white man's hospital at Ode. Our own native doctors here could not cure him, but those book doctors Ode did. That they were able to do so was because they went to school." Everyone listened attentively to Farmer Shegun, though Akin noticed that the old farmer Kola had an angry frown on his face. "Some of us," continued Farmer Shegun, "have opposed the white man's school because it will spoil our children. As it spoiled Akin, you look defiantly at his audience. Others among you could not pay the school fees, even if it had wanted to send its children to school. But the government in Ibadan has now made school free. Some of you will not want to send your children to Offa because it is too far away. Anyway, where could they stay? I was lucky that Komolafe agreed to lodge my Akin. But even if school at Offa is now free, how will our children attend it? It will be too far, and there is nowhere for them to stay." Farmer Kola stood up and said with a note of triumph in his voice, "Then our children won't be able to go to school. I say that it's a good thing. Farmer Shegun, your son Akin may have turned out well, but we have all heard of the boys who have gone to school and become thieves and have no respect for their parents. Worse still, they do not want to work on their father's farm. It is no secret that even young Akin does not like working with you on the farm." At this remark, Akin had his face down in embarrassment, for he knew it was true. "Now," continued Farmer Shegun, "I say we should not send our children to school. It is against our tradition." A long debate followed, in which it was clear that the majority now wanted their children to go to school, but did not want them to go as far as Offa. The Bale, who had kept silent throughout the discussion, now spoke. "I'm an old man now. I have been your Bale for nearly 20 years. I have been worried about what school would do to our children. But when I got to Offa and see the progress that town has made with the school and church, and how little we have made here in Akoka, I begin to think that maybe a school is a good thing. How can we have all these things Offa enjoys, and if our children don't go to school? So I have decided to send my children to school here in Akoka. But how can we send your children to school here in Akoka, Kabiyesi?" Farmer Kola interrupted. When he had no school, Farmer Kola, "I propose that we build one. We are no longer poor in this village. Our cocoa trees are bringing us more money each year. Some of you have built cement houses in your compound. Several of you have bought bicycles. It will not cost so much to build our own school. We can all contribute our share of money to build the cement and the pan roofing, and everyone in the village can give his labor. Young Akin here will help us by showing us how the school at Offa is laid out." Everybody at the meeting started talking at once. Some argued in favor of the Bale's idea, some argued against it, but in the end the majority accepted. Only Farmer Kola indicated that he was unwilling to contribute. "Anyway, where shall we get teachers from?" he asked. Once we have built the school, the ballet told the elders, the government at Ibadan will send us a teacher. There will be no problem there now that education is now free for everyone. Where will you build the school? Who is going to give the land for it? Farmakola continued. That again is no problem. The ballet answered, there is some free communal land at the entrance of the village on the Offa road, which will be suitable for it. Well, my elders, if we all agree, I suggest we all start clearing the land the day after our market day. The next day, Akin was sent to Offa to measure the school buildings and make drawings of them. He called on the headmaster, who was very pleased to hear about Akoka's plan for his school, and promised to give Akin any assistance he needed. So, with the aid of one of the teachers and Dele, who had not yet left Ibadan and was very surprised to see him, Akin drew plans of all the buildings on the school compound. These he brought back and discussed with the village builders. Then on the day after the market day, he and all the villagers assembled on the land at the entrance of the village, ready to clear it. The men and the boys, encouraged by drumming, swung matches at the bush, which quickly disappeared. Some of the women clapped, helped carry away the bush. The men and the boys had cut, while others cooked food and served palm wine to the men and water to the boys. By afternoon, the land had been cleared and the ballet came to inspect. The headmaster of Offa had come for the occasion to Akoka, where he met Akin, who introduced him to the ballet. Now, our friend and young Akijide Shegun, where shall we cite the first classroom? The ballet has. The headmaster and Akin, who had discussed this with the village builder, prostrated before the ballet, and then, when they were told to rise, strolled to a point in the clear land, roughly in the center. Kabiyesi, this is the place that would be best for our first classroom, Akin said loudly for everyone to hear. One of the elders then called on the ballet to pour a libation of palm wine on the land. While pouring the libation, the ballet said, "Gods of our ancestors, this wine is for you, that the good project we are planning now will be the beginning of good things to come in Akoka." After the libation, Akin, who was followed closely by his brother Ojo, stalked out the clear land for the village builder, copying as carefully as he could the classroom in which he and Dele had first begun their lessons at Offa. As he did so, he turned to Ojo and said, "So at last you'll be able to go to school, like my little brother." "Yes," said Ojo, "thanks to you for running away to Offa. All of us in Akoka will be able to go to school. And think of it, in a school you designed yourself, may many more boys go to school designed by their brothers, and